Welcome to a video exclusive, Doge versus the IRS. As I sit here recording this, in the background, on my TV, Jesse Waters Primetime is on, and going through a list of a lot of different things that the USAID program has been funneling money laundering things for projects abroad, like gay studies and this and that and the other thing that U.S. aid has no business funding. Our government has no business funding abroad, let alone at home. These leftists could create a charity, a foundation, and raise funds privately if they wanted to fund condoms to the Congo or wherever they were sent to. Meanwhile, contraception isn't being used here at home, and therefore millions of babies are being slaughtered rather than preventing the pregnancy in the first place. So this episode, though, is specifically not necessarily about Doge and all this money laundering of the left of taxpayer dollars to their pet projects, which is why the left is calling for people to be in the streets and oppose Doge, because their money laundering operations are being exposed. But this episode is specifically about several states now filing suit against Doge and the IRS trying to block Doge from any and all records at the IRS. Now, the state suits are claiming that Doge wants access to private taxpayer information. I personally, if I were a betting man, would say they're not asking for that. But if they want access to that, then indeed, I too want Elon to make his case why and what for, the how, the why, the where, the when, the how. I took journalism in school. I understand basic journalism, all those questions you're supposed to be asking. If he wants access to that information, then let me again state, in my opinion, I don't think they are asking for. The left wants to use this as a dodge, as a deflection, as a distraction, as a distortion to rile people up. Because indeed, in my opinion, Doge does not need information or access through the IRS to people's tax information. That is not the point and purpose of Doge. I don't think they're asking for it. Again, the left, I believe in this case, is lying, trying to lie, to create a false narrative, to drum up emotionally hysterical snowflakes' opinions to oppose Doge on false pretense. But just for sake of argument, let me say, if Elon wants access to that, then let him make the case. Tell me why you think you would need access to that. And I'm all about on this show, said it over and over, principles, not personalities. I'm not going to say if Elon wants to do it, let him do whatever he wants. No. What are the principles involved? Why? How? And on the merit of the supposition of the why and how, I will then decide to either support or oppose. What I do absolutely positively support is DOGE investigating the IRS and what the IRS spends our money on. What is their budget? What of their budget goes to payroll? To how many people? So we can do our own math as to how much these people are getting paid. And what other things does the IRS claim they should be able to be spending our money on? That is what DOGE versus the IRS is about. And the left, of course, cannot, will not, never are honest about it. They have to create the false narrative to drum up emotional hysteric snowflakes into attacking the concept that isn't actually the concept and what is going on. So I just wanted to take a brief moment to do a video exclusive update on that. DOGE versus the IRS. What really is going on? What is being lied about the process? What is being done for us, we the people, in finally indeed getting audits of all these departments and what they are spending their money on, and make them justify their budgets and what they are spending our money on. That is a very legitimate oversight function. So thank you all for taking the brief time to tune in for this. Please check out on beforeitsnews.com. I am at JLenardDetroit there, or Substack. I am now also at JLenardDetroit. JLenardDetroit.substack.com. Check out my pieces there. There are a couple pieces on DOGE there already. So as a follow-up to this, please go to JLenardDetroit. Again, there's no O in Leonard. Let me move out of the way. See, left-right axis on video. Leonard, no O in Leonard. It looks like Leonard. It's not French. It's Leonard without an O. JLenardDetroit.substack.com for additional pieces on the DOGE and the left lies and distortions about what is going on, and their concern about Elon not being an elected bureaucrat. Well, we knew Elon and RFK Jr. and Tulsi were all on the campaign trail with Trump. We knew we were voting for them when we voted for Trump. Who we have not voted for at all are the decades upon decades of leftist bureaucrats that the left has added into the administrative state that creates rules and regulations, often outside the congressional authority given the department they're in. And SCOTUS, look up Constitutionalist Politics anywhere you view podcasts. Look back for the Norton versus Shelby Township episode. SCOTUS ruled already long ago on governmental overreach and unelected bureaucrats who should not have federal worker protections. They should be able to be fired if they're doing things congressional authority was never given them to do. Thank you all. Take care. God bless. The Constitutionalist Politics podcast, normally in conjunction and corresponding with articles, can normally for the Saturday monologue shows be found at beforeitsnews.com, Substack, and find extended show notes, including related links, in the Buzzsprout episode edition of the transcript. Thank you for having tuned in for Constitutionalist Politics Show. If you haven't already, please check out my primary internationally available book, Terror Strikes, coming soon to a city near you. Available anywhere books are sold. If you have locally run bookstores still near you, they can order it for you. And let me remind, over time, the fancy high production items will come. But for now, for starters, it's just you as a very appreciated listener by me. All substance, no fluff, just straight to key discussion points. A show that looks at a variety of topics, mostly politics, through a Christian U.S. constitutionalist lens. So again, thank you from the bottom of my heart. Take care. God bless. Like and subscribe to Constitutionalist Politics Podcast and share episodes. We need your help.